Doctors estimate that about 40% of children go through some kind of growth pains, and parents often don't know what to do. They will often rub their child's arms or legs or backs to soothe them the best they can. There is no clear answer on what causes growth pains. Some say it's caused by bone growth, and others believe it might be discomfort caused by climbing and running or jumping throughout the day, especially for a very active child. For the child of God, they too may have to go through growth pains or face growth pains. In Psalms 139, verses 23 to 24, it says, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." The psalmist cries out to God and says, "Lord, please take a good hard look at me. Look deeply into my heart and see where I am lacking. And Lord, if you find anything wrong within me, test me." Wait, did I read that right? Did he say test me? I don't know about you, but I'm not into asking God to send me trials. Are you? Isn't there another way? I'm afraid not. To become mature in Christ, we must grow up. We must experience growing pains. Paul said, "When I was a child, I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish ways." How bad do you want to become like Christ? Enough to ask God to look deep inside your heart and to make adjustments as needed? I wish I could say that this is my prayer for every day of my life, but it scares me. I want to surrender. But then I read the story about Job and it scares me even more. And yes, I know that in the end Job wins, but it's the getting to the end part that scares me. So how do we do it? Well, I think we must become like Jesus. That night that he was in the Garden of Gethsemane before he was betrayed, when he cried out to his own Father and he said, "Lord, would you take this cup from me? But if there's no other way, then your will be done, not mine." So my prayer this morning is that God would lead us in the everlasting way, but that he would examine us deep down into our hearts. And if he finds anything that needs fixing, that he would fix it. And that we would know, just like Jesus knew that night, that his will was better than our will. And this is Jesse Walker with the Glenwood Church of Christ.